today I'm going to explain further or simplify the lesson exemplar preparation and list of teaching approaches and strategies with 2C, 2I, and 1R. This video is based on the Division Memorandum 206 series of 2020 of the School Division of Cavite, which is simplified guidelines on the preparation of the PBOT, the IDEA, or we call that one as IDEA, lesson exemplars, DO2 series of 2016, and RO10 series of 2020 with the IDEA model outline and key points for making the exemplar. What is lesson exemplars? Lesson exemplars are inquiry-based investigation that provides teachers and administrators with a way of teaching and assessing science process and communication skills. They can be used to help teach students skills and concepts and to assess students' understanding of skills and concepts. What is IDEA? Or we call that one as IDEA. I for introduction, D for development, E for engagement, A for assimilation. For introduction, take into account the diversity of learners. Communication skills are embedded and communicative skills are activated. It must also trigger the interest of the learners. Consider the principle of authentic learning or prior knowledge can be based from the experience of the learners. Again, prior knowledge can be based from the experience of the learners. Another for introduction is that make learning objectives obvious, and objectives must be close to achieving the learning outcome. Express the content of learning, how they will use it in their real life. Consider the needs of the learners, their attitudes and values, and also appreciate the learners. Clear and simple instructions directing them to specific use in daily life. Clear and simple. Use this one as SMART. Simple. The meaning of SMART. We know that already. For development, this part exposes, or we call this one as D, this part exposes the learners of what he knows. What he knows but did not understand, and he does not know. The teacher must expose the learners into 3 activities corresponding to what he knew but did not understand, and he did not know. Collaboration is embedded in the development part. So, collaborative way is embedded. For development, the teacher will present activities, tasks, and contents of value and interest to the learners. Activity should revolve around the MELC. We call that one as MELC. In the face-to-face delivery mode, the learners should be grouped in such a way that their learning levels are unidentified. They will work together to strengthen the collaborative. Since we are not allowed to have this face-to-face delivery mode, so we have some modalities since because of this because of this COVID-19, so we don't allow any face-to-face delivery mode. So if there is already this medicine for this time we can use this one in the face-to-face delivery mode, or because the president told us not to have this face-to-face modality. For engagement, in the old format of DLL, this is the deepening part. This is the deepening part. We just deepen, and critical think is embedded. Usually when we say hot questions are being asked, and the teacher allows the learners to be engaged in various tasks and opportunities in building their KSA to meaningfully connect their learning to real life situation. So this one is for real life situation, connecting their real life into the lesson. For engagement, in the old format, as I said a while ago, this is another part for engagement. This will lead the learners to ignite their interest, to arouse their interest for this engagement part, to meet their expectations, make their performance more motivated with interest, produce a product of performance. This is the product that they're going to engage. So engagement, when we evaluate the product, good product will be performed. For assimilation, this phase requires teachers to encourage the learners in creating conceptual structure, giving them the opportunities to integrate new learnings to all, maximize their the experience and old learnings. Then reflection is strengthened, creativity is embedded. So another for assimilation phase, this as I said a while ago, this assimilation phase again, this phase requires teachers to encourage the learners in creating conceptual structures, giving them the opportunities to integrate new and old learnings, maximize their experiences and old learnings. Reflection is strengthened, creativity is embedded. For the 2C, 2I, and 1R, the pedagogical approach with suggested activities. The 2C, the first C, it means that Constructivist approach. Constructivist approach, these are the types. The thinking skill strategies. Thinking. Then another approach is that for constructivist, direct instruction. So following direct instruction by the teachers, instruction by the teachers to the students, to the pupils, to the learners. So the examples of constructivist approach: experiment. Experiment. Usually we do this during science subject, or it can be applied also to other subjects and some learning areas. Or field trips. So is educational field trips to this is also included as constructivist approach. Another examples of constructivist approach is film showing. Then the teachers let the learners to watch a movie or any film. Then after watching the movie, the learners were going to react for the movie that they were able to watch. And these are the ways on how to assess constructivist approach. What are the ways? The oral discussion. Okay, oral discussion. If the students can answer it again, can answer the questions. Or another one is KWLH chart. We use this chart in our lessons. Another ways to assess this constructivist approach: the mind map. We use this already. The pre-test. Okay. And another C for 2C is the collaborative approach. Collaborative approach. These are the types of collaborative approach: the online collaborative teaching. We're using that. Another collaborative approach: the peer teaching. Think aloud pair problem solving. The tops, we call that one as TAPPS, or the group and group grid. For 2I, the integrative approach. Integrative approach, one of the type is that the educational technology. Using different technologies in education. We can apply that in this includes an integrative approach. The lecture method approach. Another integrative approach is the discussion method, and the bus group, and also the brainstorming. These are the suggested activities for integrative approach. We call this one as demonstration. Sometimes the teacher will be the one to model first, then followed by the students. And the Socratic method, like direct approach. Another suggested activities for integrative approach is the computer integration. Nowadays, we have this lot of webinars for these computer integrations, and we can use those different integration to our different classes in our class. And another is the graphic organizer. We use this graphic organizer. We knew this already, the graphic, how to organize using graphic organizer. Then for another 2I, the inquiry-based approach. Types of inquiry-based approach is that the field study, the project work, the simulation, demonstration, and experiment. And for 1R is the reflective approach. For reflective approach, these are the types: the multimedia presentation, drill and practice, and mental modeling. So those are some examples of these approaches. Thank you.
Be strong.